Write your aim in one sentence. Write your one-line definition of done. Begin inside 2 minutes by touching the file. At the first wave, say continue and take the next visible step. At the bell, read the done line and ship this version now. Log the verb. Stand. Breathe. Feel the quiet. That quiet is what a finished unit sounds like. You will not wait for a life without resistance. You will turn resistance into motion. Every block has a name. Everything named can be answered. Your job is not to feel nothing. Your job is to see the pattern early, call it by its right name, and run the counter before stories grow teeth. Fog is the first block. Fog says there are too many options. You answer with a smaller brick now. Write one verb and one outcome that fits half a window. Draft intro and save by 11. Export slides and send by 16. Clean dataset and push to the shared path by 12. Courage grows when the brick shrinks to something your hands can touch. Scope creep is the elegant exit. Mid-block, your mind adds 2 sections that look like quality and act like delay. Answer with the done line you wrote before you began. After minute 10 additions, go to a later list. You protect the finish line from being moved to avoid crossing it. Warm-up addiction hides inside start. Messages feel productive. Feeds feel like research. Tool tweaks feel like care. The counter is the 2-minute bridge. Set a 2-minute timer and make physical contact with the unit before it ends. Open the file full screen. Type the first plain sentence. Name the export. Once you touch the work, momentum arrives. Distraction arrives dressed as variety at minute 8. Label it wave 1. Say continue and write the next visible line before your mind argues for a better task. Variety returns after a finish. Variety before a finish is drift with good branding. Fear rings at the last inch. Treat it as a bell, not a wall. Read your done line and say ship this version now. Press the key within 60 seconds. Hands move first. Mood follows. If polish matters, refine once inside a short box after done exists. If the box ends, you send. Excellence grows by cycles. Perfection delays cycles. Perfection has a cousin called comparison. You hesitate because another person could do it better. Answer with version 1 earns version 2. Ship a real version now and you earn a better version later. Nothing improves in private as fast as it improves in public. Forgetfulness attacks log. You switch to the next thing and lose the receipt that would feed faith. Counter with a ledger within reach. Date, unit, verb. Wrote. Exported. Submitted. Published. Logged. If it crossed a line, it gets a verb. Your nervous system trusts verbs more than adjectives. Install if-then scripts so your hands move before debate begins. If I reach for my phone during a window, then I stand, place it out of reach, and restart the 2-minute bridge. If I start to add scope after minute 10, then I park it on the later list and read the done line aloud. If I hesitate at send, then I read the done line and press within 60 seconds. If I miss a unit, then I run the 5-minute rescue in the next window and log recovery. Run the 5-minute rescue now so it is automatic later. Aim a 2-sentence status to the person who matters. Decide sent by the clock with % and next step. Start by opening the template. Ship within 5 minutes. Log sent. Recovery speed under 1 window keeps identity intact so tomorrow starts light. Design the room to weaken resistance before it arrives. Phone in another room. Full screen by default. One stable playlist and never change it mid-window. Badges off. Current file preloaded. Recipient's pin so send is one motion. Ledger visible. Subtraction removes micro-choices that open doors to drift. Tie resistance to numbers so you can see it fall. Keep 3 simple measures. Units per day at least 1. Ship ratio per window at least 1/2. Recovery speed under 1 window. If they sag, shrink bricks and tighten bands. If they rise, protect the behaviors that raised them. Watch how the same traps and counters repeat across rolls. The developer stalls in package docs, runs the 2-minute bridge, opens the pull request, merges when green, logs merged. The copywriter loops on imagery, reads the done line, publishes first pass, logs published. The seller postpones callbacks, sets a narrow stake 3 notes in the system before 15, logs logged. The researcher adds methods all afternoon, saves the results paragraph, shares it, logs saved. 1 rail. Many trades. Manage state with small physical actions. When anxiety spikes at the last inch, exhale once, read the done line, press send. When energy is low, run a micro unit that takes 10 minutes and log it. State changes faster with small wins than with thought. When fatigue spreads, take a real break. Stand. Breathe. Walk for 3 minutes. Do not scroll. Scrolling reopens loops. Real breaks close them. Use 1 quiet public stake to seal the counter. Tell 1 person the unit and the hour. Save and send by 12. Export and upload by 16. Record and submit by 19. When the hour hits, ship and log. Narrow witnesses remove the last safe place for drift without turning your day into a show. Carry 3 pocket lines so you never search for courage when resistance appears. Finish 1 unit before any new start. Ship this version now at the last inch. Log the verb and return fast. Speak them before you begin, at wave 1, and at the bell. Simple words move hands. Close this section by naming the block you feel most often and running its counter once. Fog smaller brick now. Creep read done line now. Warm up 2-minute bridge now. Fear ship this version now. Forgetfulness write the verb now. 1 small move ends negotiation and teaches your system that resistance is a signal you know how to answer. You will turn a loop into rhythm. 30 days. 3 windows per day. 1 ledger that never lies. The goal is not a perfect month. The goal is a month that makes finishing normal on loud days and powerful on quiet days. Week 1 teaches clean starts. Your single rule is begin inside 2 minutes every window. Each morning write 1 aim line and 1 done line. Draft page 1 and save by 12. Export the deck and send by 16. Clean the dataset and push to the shared path by 11. Set a 2-minute timer and make physical contact with the file before it ends. You are training your hands to move before the story begins. Week 2 trains last inches. Your rule is ship at the first honest crossing. Choose 1 narrow public stake each day. Tell 1 person the unit and the hour. Save and send by 12. Export and upload by 16. Record and submit by 19. Refine once inside a short box after done exists. If the box ends, you send. By the weekend, the bell at the last inch will sound like go instead of stop. Week 3 hardens focus. Your rule is no new starts before 1 finish ships. Phone in another room. Full screen by default. 1 stable playlist and never change it mid-window. Badges off. After minute 10, scope locks and additions go to a later list. When fog appears, have the unit and proceed. You are not being strict. You are being fair to the version of you who wants to sleep clean. Week 4 scales without drama. Your rule is many bricks, 1 wall. Pick 1 weekly aim you care about and break it into 15 bricks that fit windows. Place 3 bricks per day with plain done lines. If a brick grows, split it again. Small honest bricks beat large important plans that never cross a line. Each day follows the same frame. Morning 45 minutes. Midday 50 minutes. Evening 30 minutes. 1 unit per window. Put a card by your keyboard. Top line the weekly aim. Beneath it the 3 daily units with 1-line definitions of done. At the bottom print the 3 bands and the 3 measures. No new starts before 1 finish. No scope changes after minute 10. No polish before done. Units per day at least 1. Ship ratio per window at least 1/2. Recovery speed under 1 window. Read the card before the first window and again at the bell. Run a sample day now. Read the weekly aim. Write Unit 1 and it's done line. Start inside 2 minutes. At minute 8 say continue and put down the next plain line. At the bell read the done line, say ship this version now, and press the key within 60 seconds. Log the verb. Repeat at midday and attach a narrow public stake to the unit that serves someone else. In the evening ship a small close or run a micro recovery if the day was heavy. Before you leave, mark the highest leverage finish and preload tomorrow's first file. You will have loud days. When the calendar explodes, do not hold court. Run the 5-minute rescue and log sent. Tomorrow does not inherit shame. You will have quiet surges. On calm days run all 3 windows and capture any pattern you repeat into a simple checklist so the next pass costs less thought. Keep momentum with a 72-hour rolling 3. Choose 1 unit for each of the next 3 days, each small enough for 1 window. Write an aim line and a done line for each and pin them where you work. No new starts until the day unit ships. If a unit misses, cut it to a smaller brick for tomorrow. 3 quiet closes across 3 days change your slope more than 1 heroic night. Use 1 public rail without turning the month into theater. Each weekday send a single sentence to 1 ally who values delivery. I will ship unit X by hour Y. Meet your hour and reply with the verb. Wrote. Sent. Published. Merged. Saved. Quiet witnesses keep the loop honest. Feed faith before motion. Each morning read 3 verbs from your ledger and speak 1 identity line. I finish 1 unit before any new start. Then begin inside 2 minutes. Proof lowers hesitation. Lower hesitation raises ships. More ships create more proof. The month becomes a flywheel. Tighten the system once a week. On the 7th day, open the ledger and read every verb out loud. Circle the 3 finishes with the largest effect. Note which resistance tried to stop each and which counter worked. Keep what worked. Replace 1 weak link. Then list 15 bricks for the next aim and pre-write the done lines for the common units so mornings start hot. Protect energy with real breaks. After each ship, stand, breathe, and walk for 3 minutes. Do not scroll. Scrolling reopens loops. Real breaks close them. End the day by placing the phone out of reach, leaving the next file open full screen, and handwriting tomorrow's first aim line at the top. Track your month with the same 3 measures. Units per day at least 1. Ship ratio per window at least 1/2. Recovery speed under 1 window. Add 1 awareness number if context leaks. Reopens per document target 1 or fewer. If you touch a file twice without shipping you or paying a tax the loop can remove. See the plan travel across roles. In software 1 merge unblocks 4 tasks and lifts velocity by days each sprint. In copy 1 published hero block turns into a reusable format inside the week. In sales 3 logged callbacks move an account from maybe to pilot within 1 week. In research 1 shared results paragraph triggers same day review and becomes a figure plan. The hinge is the same. A unit crossed a line on a date. Begin the month now. Write your weekly aim in 1 sentence. List today's 3 units in 7 words each with a 1-line done definition under each. Start the first window inside 2 minutes. When the bell rings at the last inch, ship this version now and log the verb. Mark the highest leverage finish tonight and pre-write tomorrow's first aim line. You are not waiting for a different life. You are installing a different month. When the day gets loud you do not need a plan. You need 3 lines that move hands in 10 seconds. Speak them once and prove them with motion before 1 minute ends. Line 1 begin continue complete freedom. Finish 1 unit before any new start today. This sets the rail and shuts the novelty door. Choose 1 unit that fits 1 window and remove everything that does not serve it. Line 2 aim decide start ship log. At the last inch read the done line and say ship this version now. Cross within 60 seconds. Pressure becomes a bell that means go. Line 3, log the verb and return fast. Identity grows from receipts, not opinions. The ledger carries verbs your nervous system trusts more than mood. Keep the lines on a small card where your eyes land. Read them before the first window and again when the bell approaches. Words must reach your hands within 2 minutes or they fade into theater. Run a quick drill in noise. Whisper the 3 lines. Aim a 2-sentence update to the person who matters. Decide sent by 12 with % and next step. Start by opening the template. Ship within 5 minutes. Log sent. The room stays loud. Your head goes quiet because the loop is closed. Use the lines between calls as a bridge instead of a scroll. You have 90 seconds. Do not open a feed. Speak the lines. Type one plain sentence for the draft you owe and save it. If the done line is met, send. If not, leave the file full screen so the next window starts hot. Log wrote or sent. Protect low energy nights with a micro version. Speak the lines. Choose the smallest real unit. 2-sentence status. Send and log. Recovery speed under 1 window keeps faith warm for morning. Across roles the lines do not change. Merge and log merged. Publish and log published. Call and log logged. Save and share and log saved. Different trades. Sane finish. Keep the lines honest with 3 measures you already know. Units per day at least 1. Ship ratio per window at least 1/2. Recovery speed under 1 window. Read them at open and close. Numbers end debate. Debate breeds delay. Use them now. Speak the 3 lines. Write 1 aim in a single sentence. Write 1 done line. Touch the file within 2 minutes. At the bell read the done line and ship this version now. Log the verb. Stand. Breathe. Feel the quiet. 10 seconds of language just bought you an hour of freedom. Stand, breathe once, and claim the hour. You will not wait for courage. You will make it with words that move hands. Speak, act inside 2 minutes, and leave a receipt in your ledger. Simple language, visible motion, quiet proof. Repeat after me in your own voice. I take possession of my mind today. I choose 1 definite aim today. I finish 1 visible unit before any new start today. Fear is a bell, not a wall. When the bell rings, I cross the line. Begin, continue, complete, freedom. I write my aim in 1 plain sentence. I decide what done means before I start. I start within 2 minutes and move my hands. At the last inch I ship this version now. I cross a visible line others can see. I log the verb and close the loop. Now tie the oath to motion. Write 1 sentence with a verb, an outcome, and a clock. Draft page 1 and save by 12. Export the deck and send by 16. Clean the dataset and push to the shared path by 11. Write 1 line that defines done. Begin within 2 minutes. When wave 1 arrives, say continue and put down the next plain line. When the bell rings at the last inch, read the done line and say ship this version now, then press the key within 60 seconds. Open your ledger and write the verb. Wrote. Sent. Published. Merged. Saved. Quiet returns because the loop is closed. Fix the standard you will live by. No new starts before 1 finish. No scope changes after minute 10. No polish before done. These are not harsh rules. They are favors to your future self. They keep proof flowing and make finishing the easiest move in the room. Install pocket scripts that survive pressure. Before a window, say I am here to finish 1 unit. During a window, say next step only. At the bell, say ship this version now. After the window, say proof logged, continue life. For short lines, run the day without drama. Set 1 narrow public stake. Send a single sentence to 1 ally who values delivery. I will ship unit X by hour Y. Then meet the hour. Not for applause. For a threshold your identity can own. Small witnesses remove the last safe place for drift. Carry the oath across roles so your mind stops pretending your job is special. Developer press merge and log merged. Copywriter publish first pass and log published. Seller complete 3 callbacks and log logged. Researcher save a results paragraph, share the link, and log saved. One oath. Many trades. Same finish. Bind the oath to 3 measures you can track by hand. Units per day at least 1. Ship ratio per window at least 1/2. Recovery speed under 1 window. Read them when you start and when you close. Numbers end debate. Debate breeds delay. Train the oath under pressure with a 60-second drill. Say the lines once. Write the aim. Write the done line. Touch the file. At the bell read the done line and ship this version now. Log the verb. Stand and breathe. Faith rises the only way it lasts, by stacking receipts. Leave this section with a visible crossing. Choose the smallest real unit tied to your aim. 2-sentence update to the person who matters. An export placed in the shared path. A paragraph saved and sent for review. Begin inside 2 minutes. Send at the bell. Log the verb. Hear the click as the background loop stops. That sound is your oath becoming real. Finished work changes how the world treats you. The first return is freedom. A true finish shuts down the background process that hums while you try to rest. You get your hour back. Across weeks those hours turn into days. With the loop closed you can rest, invest, or lay the next brick without drag because nothing is tapping your shoulder asking to be completed. Finished work creates leverage outside you. Until you ship, others wait at your gate. When you send a draft a teammate can build. When you deliver a deck a client can decide. When you publish a prototype a user can respond. Movement beyond you returns value to you. Meetings shrink because the answer is now on a page. Threads calm because the link works. Teams plan around the person who ships because progress now has a clock. Finished work increases the weight of your name. Influence is not volume. Influence is reliability with witnesses. When your word lands at the hour you named, rooms lean toward you. Ideas get airtime. Asks get yes more often. You did not get louder. You got truer. Truth has gravity and reduces the risk others feel when they choose to partner with you. Finished work multiplies time through reuse. Each close becomes an asset that pays again. A page pattern becomes a template. A checklist removes 5 minutes forever. A pipeline becomes a standard. Reuse raises throughput without raising stress. Future you thanks present you for shipping a first pass instead of polishing in private. Hear modest sentences with large effects. Her notes land on the hour and our stand-ups are shorter. His deck arrived by 16 and the board approved that day. He logs a recovery in 5 minutes and we trust his dates again. None is dramatic and all of them move careers. Markets remember patterns of delivery longer than bursts of inspiration. Turn reward into something you can point to. Keep a visible trail titled shipped with date, verb, and link. March 12 published page 1 link. April 3 exported client deck link. April 19 merged retry logic link. When someone asks what you have done this quarter, you share a page, not a speech. Trails reduce friction in every important conversation and they keep you honest about what exists. Use language that travels. Speak verbs and hours, not adjectives. Instead of I am detail-oriented, say I shipped 3 units this week at the hours I named. Instead of I move fast, say I merged 4 pull requests with recovery under 1 window. Numbers and verbs sell without selling because they lower uncertainty. Amplify the payoff with 3 simple moves. First, make your sends actionable to others. Add 1 line that tells the receiver what to do next. Reply yes to approve or comment with a 10-word headline. Second, stack small public stakes. Tell one stakeholder the unit and the hour. Save and send by 12. Export and upload by 16. Record and submit by 19. Send at the hour named. Third, reuse and publish your patterns once you have 3 similar finishes. Capture the steps and share the template. Minutes saved by others compound back to you. Protect the engine that mints these rewards. Keep the 3 bands. No new starts before 1 finish. No scope changes after minute 10. No polish before done. Keep fixed windows. Morning 45. Midday 50. Evening 30. Keep the ledger visible so identity stays tied to receipts and not to mood. Rewards fade when the engine idles. Rewards spike when the engine runs on loud days and quiet days alike. Watch leverage appear across roles. In Software 1, merged pull request unlocks 4 tasks and lifts velocity by days each sprint. In Copy 1, published hero block becomes a reusable format that lifts signups within a week. In Sales 3, logged callbacks move an account from maybe to pilot. In Research 1, shared results paragraph triggers same-day review and becomes a figure plan. The hinge is always the same. A unit crossed a line on a date. Use short scripts to turn a finish into motion beyond you. After a merge, ask quality to run case set A by 15. After a publish, add a 5-word call to action test and a next step. Poll ends tomorrow 12. After callbacks, send a 1-line summary to the account lead. 3 calls done, next step demo Friday. After a shared paragraph, ask for a 10-word critique due by 12. Scripts convert closure into action that multiplies your reach. Tie finished work to negotiation power. When you ask for a raise, a rate, a roll, or a runway, bring outcomes with dates and links. Decision makers by patterns, not potential. Patterns of finished reduce risk. Lower risk increases yes. You do not beg. You present the safer bet and the numbers carry your case. Connect reward to calm. Calm is an external signal. You speak with fewer hedges because you cross lines on schedule. You ask clearer questions because you deliver under pressure. Calm attracts responsibility because it sounds like someone who will close the loop. Keep the reward honest with 3 daily measures. Units per day at least 1. Ship ratio per window at least 1/2. Recovery speed under 1 window. Read them in the morning and at close. If they sag, shrink bricks and tighten bands. If they rise, keep the exact behaviors that raise them and resist clever changes. Finish this section by turning reward into motion now. Aim a 2-sentence update to the person who benefits most from your next move. Decide done equals sent by 12 with % and next step. Start by opening the template. Ship within 5 minutes. Log sent. Add a 1-line invitation to act. Reply with headline B or schedule 20 minutes to decide. Feel leverage arrive when their reply lands and notice how the world pays the person who closes. Quitting rarely looks like quitting. It sounds like later and feels like care. 1 more pass. 1 more source. 1 more message before you send. In the moment it buys relief. Across weeks it buys drag. The bill arrives in time, trust skill and calm, and it is always higher than it looked when you delayed. Time is the first bill. Every stop near the line creates a restart toll. You pay warm up again and rebuild context again. A 2-hour task stretches into 6 because you touched it 4 times. The finish line did not move. Your attention wandered and the meter kept running. Half finished is not half priced. It is the most expensive way to live. Trust is the quiet bill. Self-trust erodes first. You said send by 12 and did not. You said deliver by Friday and did not. Your nervous system writes a rule without words. My promises to myself are optional. You carry that rule into rooms where certainty is the currency. People hear hesitation even when your words are careful. Work routes around you because plans cannot rest on maybe. Skill pays a compounding bill. Mastery lives where work meets exposure. Stopping at 90% blocks feedback. You become great at beginning and clumsy at ending. You collect theories instead of cycles. Years pass inside rehearsal. Taste dulls in the dark because reality never answers. The cure is a link on a date, not another hour of thought. Calm pays every night. Unfinished loops hum like hidden programs. The shower becomes a status meeting. The walk becomes a worry scroll. The bed becomes a room full of open tabs. You try to rest and your head keeps working. Relief moments replace achievement moments. Relief fades in minutes. Achievement holds for days. One send ends more tension than an hour of soothing ever will. Health carries the weight. Jaw tight. Shoulders high. Breath shallow. You snack to distract. You scroll to soothe. You stay up to avoid the last inch and wake with less fuel than you had. You call it laziness. It is physics. A door is open and the body is braced until you close it with a visible crossing. Opportunity closes without sound. A draft waits for a better line and the slot moves. Someone else ships. The door does not slam. It just is not there tomorrow. People reply to done. People refer done. People pay done. Half-finished feeds no one and blocks the work behind it. Teams pay the tax you avoid. Downstream tasks wait on your last 10%. Colleagues add buffers around your dates. The buffer becomes your brand. Influence falls not for lack of talent but for lack of closure. A group can only move as fast as its slowest finish. When you close late, 10 people pay. See the pattern in quick snapshots. In software, a branch parked for perfect test stalls 4 teammates and stretches a sprint. In copy, a page held for imagery misses the cycle and the test teaches nothing. In sales, 3 callbacks delayed turn a warm line into a cold silence. In research, a results paragraph not shared stalls review and drags the next plan. Different rooms. Same hinge. Nothing moves until you cross. Turn the feeling into a bill you can read and pay once. Write 3 lines now. First, list 3 items at 90%. Second, write honest hours to finish each. Third, write weekly hours you leak to thinking and tab switching around them. If the leak exceeds the finish hours, you are renting outcomes at premium rates. Choose one and pay once today by crossing the line. The receipt is called done. Keep 3 measures so the leak cannot hide. Units per day at least 1. Ship ratio per window at least 1/2. Recovery speed under 1 window. Read them before the first window and again at close. If they sag, shrink bricks, tighten bands and protect windows. If they rise, keep the exact behaviors that raise them and resist clever changes. Install if-then scripts that shut the usual exits. If I reach for my phone during a window, then I stand, place it out of reach and restart the 2-minute bridge. If I add scope after minute 10, then I park it on the later list and read the done line aloud. If I hesitate at send, then I read the done line and press within 60 seconds. If I miss a unit, then I run the 5-minute rescue in the next window and log recovery. Retire the phrases that turned quitting into virtue. Getting ready. Feeling aligned. Protecting quality. Researching one more angle. These may be useful after done exists. Before done, each is drift in a kind voice. Replace them with contracts. I will send by 12. I will merge by 16. I will publish by 19. Hours beat intentions. Hold 3 bands that remove most leaks before they start. No new starts before 1 finish. No scope changes after minute 10. No polish before done. Keep fixed windows morning 45. Midday 50. Evening 30. Keep the ledger within reach. Identity grows from verbs on dates, not from feelings about effort. Manage state with 1 physical crossing instead of an afternoon of debate. When anxiety spikes at the last inch, exhale once, read the done line, and press send. When energy is low, run a micro unit that takes 10 minutes and log it. State changes faster with small wins than with thought. When the day has already slipped, do not hold court. Run the 5-minute rescue and log sent so tomorrow does not inherit shame. Across roles the cure is the same. Cross a line today. Developer merge one branch and log merged. Copywriter publish first pass and log published. Seller complete 3 callbacks and log logged. Researcher save a results paragraph, share the link and log saved. Every close is a payment that stops interest from accruing. Finish this section with one visible refusal to pay the hidden bill. Choose a unit that fits this window. Write the aim in one sentence. Write the done line in one line. Begin inside 2 minutes. At the bell, read the done line and ship this version now. Log the verb. Then write the amount of time you saved by finishing and keep that note in sight for one day. Teach your system the price of drift and the profit of done. Quitting feels available because the exits are open. Close them so forward becomes the easiest move. Start with language because words steer hands. Replace maybe with a decision. Replace I will try with I will send by this hour. Replace I should with I will. Speak verbs that cross lines. Wrote. Exported. Submitted. Published. Sent. Put a visible aim where your eyes land. Send page 1 by 12. Simple words survive pressure and make the next motion obvious. Set 3 daily language rules so drift cannot argue. Hours, not intentions. You name the hour you will ship. Done, not vibes. You write a 1-line definition before you begin. Now, not later. You start inside 2 minutes. Say the line out loud, I will send X by 12. Write the done line. Start the timer. Move your hand before 2 minutes pass. Theater dies when motion begins. Turn time from elastic to solid. Run 3 fixed windows. Morning 45. Midday 50. Evening 30. 1 unit per window. If a unit is larger, split it into bricks that fit a window. Set 2 alarms. 5 minutes before to close inputs. Add 0 to start the 2-minute bridge. You are either shipping or you are closed for shipping. Gray time is where drift lives. Design the room so finishing is cheap and switching is expensive. Phone in another room. Full screen by default. One stable playlist that never changes mid-window. Badges off. Current file preloaded. Recipient's pin so send is one motion. Ledger within reach. Defaults remove micro choices and leave only the path to done. Post 3 desk cards to hold the rail. Card 1 bans no new starts before 1 finish. No scope changes after minute 10. No polish before done. Card 2 scripts before I am here to finish 1 unit. During next step only. At the bell, ship this version now. After proof logged, continue life. Card 3 rescue 5-minute status to the person who matters. Sent by the clock. Open template. Send. Log sent. These cards turn ideas into a small routine your body can run. Install a last inch folder so almost done cannot hide. Move every 90% draft into it. Your first window touches only this folder. Ship 1 item before anything else. Then archive it into a shipped folder with date and verb. The swamp becomes a queue. Queues end. Swamps do not. Lock scope so additions cannot impersonate progress. After minute 10, all new ideas go to a later list. The 1-line done definition guards the door. Done equals page saved with headline in 3 blocks and sent. Done equals deck exported without errors and in inbox. Done equals dataset passes 3 checks and lives in the shared path. Standards rise after done exists, not before. Close the novelty gate. Capture without switching. Keep a tiny later list title plus 1 value line. Return to the unit in hand. The list will survive without you. Momentum will not. Place 1 narrow public stake per day. Tell 1 person the unit and the hour. Save and send by 12. Export and upload by 16. Record and submit by 19. When the hour hits, ship and log. You do not need applause. You need a threshold your identity can own. Quiet witnesses close the last safe place for drift. Run if then script so hands move before stories bloom. If I touch my phone during a window, then I stand place it out of reach and restart the 2-minute bridge. If I open a new tab mid-block, then I type the next sentence first and only then decide. If I add scope after minute 10, then I park it on the later list and read the done line aloud. If I hesitate at send, then I read the done line and press within 60 seconds. If I miss a unit, then I run the 5-minute rescue in the next window and log recovery. Gate meetings and messages so they serve finish. No meetings before your first ship. No messages inside windows unless the unit is send update to X, pin a 15-minute response block after your first ship. People learn your rhythm and plan around results. Add small constraints that close large doors. Book a quiet desk on heavy ship days. Reserve a 30-minute edit slot with a reviewer at a named hour. Paid and booked constraints remove later as an option and replace it with send now. Prove the locks in 1 minute. Choose one unit. Write the aim and the done line. Remove your phone. Open the file full screen. Begin inside 2 minutes. When the first wave hits, say continue and keep your hands moving. When the buzzer in your chest rings at 90%, say ship this version now and press within 60 seconds. Log the verb. Notice the room get quiet. Quiet is the dividend of closed exits. Carry 3 pocket lines as the compact engine behind every lock. Finish 1 unit before any new start. Ship this version now at the last inch. Log the verb and return fast. Speak them when your hand reaches for a switch. Speak them when the bell sounds. Speak them after you log. The exits are shut. Forward is the path. Stay where you are and breathe once. Read your aim. Read your done line. Touch the file. When the bell arrives at the last inch, say ship this version now. Press within 60 seconds. Log the verb. Stand. Feel the quiet. Let that quiet be your proof. Tomorrow repeat the same rail. Aim, decide, start, ship, log. Finish 1 unit before any new start. Ship this version now at the last inch. Log the verb and return fast. The door is open to a lighter life. Walk through by crossing one line today.